Welcome to the Week of the Young Child celebration. Come and join us. Viva Somerville. Vivan los niños. Y las niñas. Vivan los niñes.
Thank you everyone for attending, and also a big thank you to Maura Mendoza, who is a very talented multilingual services director of the Somerville Family Learning Collaborative, and also an amazing musician. Thank you so much, Maura. Hi everyone, my name is Chris Hausman. I'm the director of Summer Promise for the wonderful city of Somerville. Summer Promise is the city department under the Department of Health and Human Services, charged with working with the city, the schools, and our community partners to support children from cradle to career. So without further ado, I would like to thank you all for attending and welcome our wonderful mayor, Mayor Katiana Ballantyne.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I'm honored to join you all. Wonderful music, thank you. I learned a few new words. Thank you for that also. And thank you for coming to celebrate the Week of the Young Child in Somerville. I'd also like to acknowledge that Councillor from Ward 3, Ben Ewan Campen, is here or was here, but thanking Ben, Councillor Ewan Campen, for being here. Also this week, it's an opportunity for us to celebrate our youngest and littlest Somervillians and reflect on how we can collectively support their growth and development. Some people have asked me to share a little bit about my story. So I was born and orphaned in Greece. I was adopted there by my Scottish father, hence the name Ballantyne, and my Czech-German mother. So my first name is Eastern European Katiana. We're a family of immigrants, and we immigrated to the United States when I was 4. About 30 years ago, I moved to Somerville, and I had this amazing neighbor who was a preschool teacher. And when I became a mother, I found out that this preschool teacher was an invaluable source of information and really sort of my parenting godmother. And at the time, I had asked myself, you know, what kind of parent do I want to be? And what I learned from my preschool neighbor teacher is there's a way to celebrate kids. And I will say my very first child at 2 years old was at her house, and she was playing, and she pulled everything out and threw it all over the place because she was in somebody else's house, and she was really curious. And I was a little mortified as a first-time parent, but my wonderful neighbor said to me, "Isn't this wonderful? That's what 2-year-olds are supposed to do." And I will say that I learned a lot from that interaction and that celebration of children and their development. So I want to say thank you to our early childhood caregivers and educators. And to be clear, an early childhood educator is anyone involved in supporting a young child's growth. That can be parents, that can be guardians, that can be teachers in a center and schools, family care providers, family friends, neighbors like my neighbor, and so many others in our community play a vital role in shaping our young people to see the world and to see themselves. Children need a comprehensive network of caring adults to thrive. To those of you who have taken on that role, please accept my heartfelt gratitude. You represent the best of our city, and you move us towards a brighter future. And I think we should all clap for all our caregivers. So this year, we've chosen to focus the Week of the Young Child around a specific theme: One Somerville, Every Child. This theme highlights our commitment to equity and our collective approach to supporting all children and youth in our city. A key word here is collective. We can't operate in silos. As we continue to expand our early childhood services, we do so collaboratively across city agencies, schools, and community-based programs. When we work together, we ensure that every child has high-quality care, education, wraparound services. When we work together, we ensure that every child has a foundation they need for the best possible start in life. Why do we do this? Because it's well established that the early years in a child's life are the most critical for healthy brain development and foundational skills for later success. This is why we must share and reinforce the message that early childhood education is a public good. Investing in our children's education from a young age is one of the most important things that we can do. At the local level, that means we need to prioritize funding and programming and championing parents, caregivers, child care providers, early childhood educators, and city and school staff that work together to nurture these youngest residents. We also need to expand our local investment in child care. And that was my first act as mayor. With $6 million in funding from the American Rescue Plan Act, we launched our first ever child care access and affordability program through the Summer Promise Department to provide tuition-free assistance to families struggling with the cost of care. It's the first program. Thank you. In the first year, I'm proud to share that we found benefits both for children and families. 90% of families report that their child has made progress since enrolling in the program. 95% of families reported that participation in tuition assistance programs allowed them to work, go to school, or increase their work hours. And 85% of families reported that participating in tuition assistance programs would increase their chances of continuing to live in Somerville. Center directors also identified the program as a fundamental support in their efforts to promote equity through their work. We're off to a tremendous start. I want to thank our partners who have worked closely with us on these initiatives, and I look forward to expanding this program to serve even more families this year. In Somerville, we're committed to ensuring that all children, regardless of their background, can thrive. In honor of this commitment, I'm excited to share a proclamation in recognition and support of the people's programs and policies that support young children's developments. So here we go. Whereas, through our declaration of One Somerville, Every Child, we unite around our commitment to equity and our collective approach to supporting all children and youth in our city. And whereas we recognize and honor the people, programs, and policies that support young children's development, and whereas all young children and their families deserve access to quality early childhood care and education. Now, therefore, I, Katiana Ballantyne, Mayor of the City of Somerville, do hereby proclaim that April 10th through April 14th, 2023 is the official celebration of the Week of the Young Child in Somerville, Massachusetts. Thank you. And this is what it looks like.
Thank you so much, Mayor Ballantyne, for your recognition of the people who work so hard for our children throughout Somerville. I'm Kathleen Baylor, the Director of Early Education and Care in Somerville Public Schools. We're excited to be able to honor and celebrate our young children today and recognize the early childhood programs and services here in Somerville. In addition to Mayor Ballantyne, it is our great pleasure to have here today Ben Ewan Campen, our president of our city council, as well as interim superintendent of schools, Dr. Jeff Curley, who will now share a few words with you. Thank you.
You want to say hi? Hey everyone, it is such a pleasure to be here with you all, not just as the superintendent for Somerville Public Schools, but as a father here in the city. This is our youngest daughter, Nell. She's 3. She has 2 older brothers, Callum and Jack, who are at the West Somerville Neighborhood School. It is wonderful. I love this event, and I'm so glad we're back in person to have it. I'm proud to live in a city that values our students, our young learners, and our families, and recognizes that great early childhood is the pathway to success for many of our students that join Somerville Public Schools. I just want to give a big shout out to the Somerville Family Learning Collaborative and our partners here, the Health and Human Services Department and the Somerville Partnership for Young Children. They're the ones that help put this wonderful event on. It's a great event, city and schools together, showcasing all that we have to offer as a city. I just want to give one big final shout out to the caregivers, to the educators, to the parents here tonight. You all do the hard work. You all set our students up for success as they come into SPS, and we're grateful for all that you do. Thank you for being here tonight, and it is my pleasure to turn it over to the director of the SFLC, Ruth Santos.
And thank you, Superintendent, and thank you, Nell, for your support. I'm Ruth Santos. I'm the director of the SFLC. I would love to remind you all, as well as having a good time and eating pizza, please pass by all the information tables and pick up all the information on our early childhood programs, our play groups, our parent support groups. You'll find everything you need there. And I'm going to hand over to Ana Nieto, who supports our cross-sector work and also state advocacy. Thank you.
Thank you, Ruth. So today, more than ever, we have to join as a united voice for young children, and we're very grateful to our state delegation for supporting $1.4 billion in our state budget and the Common Start bill to expand quality care and education. Please visit our table to learn more on how you can also advocate for these unprecedented and critical childcare policy initiatives. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anna. And thank you to everybody who decided to attend today. It's great to see all of these families out. I do want to acknowledge all of our community partners that are here to support as well. We have WIC, we have Early Head Start, we have the Department of Parks and Recreation, who are going to be doing lawn games and arts and crafts activities. We have the Somerville Public Libraries, and we have pizza. So please just stay, enjoy the event, and enjoy one another's company. Thank you so much, everyone.
Can you clap? Can you clap? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. Everything happens when you come to my party. I want to know your name. Music and dancing is all I want to happen. Welcome to our show. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. Quiero que vengas, bailes y te diviertas. Te quiero conocer. Música y baile es lo que quiero que pase. Bienvenido a mi show. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Un aplauso, Guillermo Ortiz, everyone. Guillermo Ortiz from Mexico. Who wants to have fun? Did you get your pizza? I like to shake hands, look each other's eyes. Wake up in the morning, I feel great.